Three-Fer Thursday. It's Three-Fer Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. I'm Greg, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome to an evening of old-time radio. For those of you who don't have the time for an 8 or 9 hour long old-time radio video, but you still want to get your fix of great OTR shows, this 1.5 hour weekly short collection of 3 shows should do the job. Still, I hope you'll try to join us on our long Tuesday or Friday night live premiere videos as well. Okay, today's shows are all about Spies. 1. Cloak and Dagger ran for 22 episodes in 1950, around the time the Cold War began. It was adapted from the book of the same name by Corey Ford, who was also the host of the show. The cast included Everett Sloan, Jackson Beck, and Raymond Edward Johnson, among others, and it was written by Willis Cooper. Each episode was based on true stories from the OSS, Office of Strategic Services. This is the episode Operation Sellout, about a 2-man team sent to occupied France during World War II to locate a German submarine base. It aired on September 22nd, 1950. Enjoy.
Are you willing to undertake a dangerous mission behind the enemy lines, knowing you may never return alive?
What you have just heard is the question asked during the war to agents of the OSS, ordinary citizens who to this question answered, yes.
This is Cloak and Dagger.
Warfare, espionage, international intrigue. These are the weapons of the OSS. Today's adventure,
Operation Sellout,
is the story of an American OSS agent who went into German-occupied France to locate Nazi submarine bases, and is suggested by actual incidents recorded in the Washington files of the Office of Strategic Services. A story that can now be told.
I knew something was up when Colonel Palmer met Tom Barnes and me at the dock that night. He hadn't come down from London just to wish us bon voyage. There wasn't time for such formalities in the OSS, even when a couple of its agents were embarking for the coast of Nazi-occupied France. Then as the Jeep pulled to a stop, the Colonel stepped into the faint glow of the blackout light.
Captain Dagger?
Yes, sir.
This is the radio operator, Captain.
That's right, sir.
I'm Barnes, sir. Lance Corporal Barnes, Sussex Guards.
You men are all set?
Yes, sir.
You shove off in 20 minutes. That'll put you ashore below Saint-Nazaire just before dawn. After you've been landed, you'll move inland exactly 6 kilometers. You'll be met there by an agent of the Marquis. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, men.
We got a lecture then, Tom and I. We didn't need it.
Understand how vital it is.
We knew our mission was important.
This mission is terribly important.
German submarines had been hitting our convoys in the Atlantic, hitting them hard.
At 0100.
Shipping losses had to be cut,
Timings at the
and the best way to cut them was to blast the Nazi sub-pens along the French coast.
You understand?
It was my job to locate the biggest pens.
Moving in.
It was Tom's job to radio the information back to England, so the Allied air forces would know where to lay their eggs.
Now then...
No, we didn't need any lecture on how important it was.
Daggett.
Huh?
You're not listening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Colonel. I heard it all in London 2 days ago, sir. I was wondering why you came down here to say it again.
I may have had another reason for coming down.
That's what we figured, sir. There's been a change in plans?
Slight one, yes. Originally, you two were the one to take this mission alone. I've decided now to send a third man with you.
Oh? Who is he, sir?
I'd rather say nothing about it till you see him. He'll be something of a surprise to you, perhaps.
A surprise, sir?
Yes, though not too unpleasant a one, I hope. Your reaction to him may well determine the success of your mission.
Afraid I don't understand, Colonel.
You will in a minute. He's already on the boat. Come along.
Tom and I followed the Colonel out on the dock. The British Navy torpedo boat that was going to take us across the channel lay in the water. A black shadow in the black night. climbed aboard, stowed our gear on deck, and moved toward the forward cabin. Tom and I exchanged looks. Neither of us liked this slight change in plans.
Your new man is in here, Captain.
Well, let's have a look at him, Colonel. For a moment, the bright lights of the cabin spilling out on the deck blinded me. Then I saw him. First, I thought it was a gag, until the guy turned. Until he made a stiff bow from the waist. Until he said,
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Lieutenant Karl Müller of the German Reichswehr.
Then I knew it wasn't a gag. He belonged in that uniform he was wearing. It was all his, every Nazi stitch of it, right up to the death's head insignia on his left shoulder.
Herr Miller, this is Captain Link Dagger, and this is Corporal Barnes of the British Army on detached service with the OSS.
It is a pleasure to meet you, gentlemen.
Is it? Well, Palmer, may Barnes and I speak to you alone?
All right, Dagger.
I will go out on deck.
Well, Dagger?
Well, do we have to say it, sir? You must know how we feel about this.
I'll say it, Link. Sir, I don't like the idea of taking a Jerry with us into Nazi territory. Well, do we have to do it, Colonel?
You volunteered for this mission, Barnes. You don't have to do anything.
Yes, but Dagger and I can do the job, sir, without a Jerry.
You can do it faster with him, Corporal. And we've got to start hitting those sub-vents as quickly as possible. Miller will be valuable to you in obtaining information from his former fellow officers.
Must have a lot of faith in this Nazi, sir.
He's not a Nazi. He's a German.
Is there a difference, sir?
Yes.
Even when he was an officer in one of Hitler's pet divisions, Colonel?
Through no choice of his own, Daggett. Miller was captured by the British in North Africa 2 years ago. He's been working as an interpreter for the OSS for 18 months. He's been thoroughly screened. We have faith in his story that he's always been opposed to Hitler.
Well, he could have been lying to you, sir, just waiting for a chance like this, a chance to get back to German territory.
He could have been, but we don't think he was.
Yeah, but if he was, Sir Barnes and I are a couple of dead ducks. He'll sell us out the minute we get across the channel.
That's quite true, Daggett. And that's the chance you'll both have to take.
Well, we could have backed out, but we didn't. You never do. So we headed across the channel. One Englishman, one American, and one German. I don't know what the German was thinking. He didn't say much. But the Englishman and the American were thinking it was going to be a one-way trip. Just before dawn, the torpedo boat put us ashore below Saint-Nazaire. We stood listening to her motors die away. Then I turned and walked up to Lieutenant Karl Müller. I lifted his Luger out of its holster, and he didn't say a word. I broke the gun open. There were 12 rounds in the clip and one shell in the chamber. I dropped the clip in my pocket and handed the gun back to him. The shell's still in it.
Danke, Herr Kapitän.
Müller, I left you one shell. If anything goes wrong, you may need it. That is, if you're on the level.
I will use it on myself rather than fall into the hands of the Nazis.
Yeah, I know you will. If you're on the level. If you're not, though, you'll think twice about using it on us. You see, you couldn't get both of us with one shell. Understand?
Ja, I understand, Herr Kapitän.
It was just a phony gesture, of course. He knew as well as I did that it didn't mean a thing. The country was occupied by 500,000 of his countrymen. He could wipe us out like stepping on a bug. If he wanted to. Dawn was breaking when we left the beach. We started inland to keep our rendezvous with Philippe Martin, the Maquis agent who was to set us up with a base of operations. He must have made quite a picture. 2 men dressed as French peasants, trudging along behind a Nazi officer. We kept to the fields and moved along hedgerows as much as we could. Then we came to a highway. A German army lorry rumbled by while we squatted behind the hedgerow and held our breath.
Looks all clear now, Link.
Yeah, we'll cross one at a time. You first, Müller.
Ja, Herr Kapitän.
He got over the hedgerow and out onto the highway. It was halfway across. Tom and I straightened up to follow him, and we saw it. We dropped down again. A German reconnaissance car swinging around the bend in the road. It stopped a few feet from Mueller. He looked at the Nazis. They looked at him. We looked at both of them through the hedgerow. And waited.
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
It was in the lift of his voice. It was in the smile on his face. There was no mistaking it. Karl Mueller was back with his buddies. Karl Mueller was home.
I think. Let's get away from here. Make a run for it along the hedgerow.
For what? If he tips off those krauts, we won't get 10 feet.
Yes, I guess you're right. Well, if we go, I'm taking Jerry with us.
I'd had the same idea. I'd already sneaked my revolver out of my coat. We drew a bead on that stiff Prussian back, and we did some more waiting. Crouching and waiting until...
Heil Hitler! Heil Hitler!
All right, Herr Kapitän. It is safe for you to come out now.
We went out, but not before we'd exchanged another whisper. Not before Barnes said what we were both thinking.
Maybe the colonel was right, Link. Maybe the Jerry's on the square. Or maybe he's just smarter than we thought.
What do you mean?
Smart enough to use us for bait.
That was it, bait. Why get rid of us so fast? We weren't that important. He could get rid of us whenever he wanted to. And he'd only want to after we'd served his purpose. After we'd jeopardized the French Marquis by exposing them to him. Yes. And after we'd sent a lot of Yankee and British flyers to their death. We joined Mueller and continued on to our rendezvous point. There was nothing I could do about it. Mueller had been assigned as a member of the mission. So far, I'd acted like one. Don't knock off a fellow agent, unless you're sure.
All right, Link. We're just 6 kilometers east of the beach now.
Yeah. Yeah, this patch of woods must be the place.
What do we do now, Herr Kapitän?
Nothing. Just wait.
Wait for what, monsieur?
It stepped out from behind a bush as silently as a shadow. But shadows don't carry Tommy guns.
You were expecting someone, monsieur?
Yeah. A man named Philippe Martin.
I am Philippe Martin.
Well, then you know who we are.
I'm afraid not, monsieur. If there were 2 of you, I would know. But not 3.
There was a last-minute change of plans.
A very great change, since it made room for a Nazi officer.
Look, not all men who wear Nazi uniforms are Nazi officers.
True, monsieur. But all Frenchmen know a Nazi when they see one in or out of uniform. Why is this man here?
That Tommy gun was shoving into Mueller's chest. I had to talk fast. I explained who the German was. I said the OSS trusted him.
The OSS may trust him, monsieur, but I trust no German.
Well, that makes no difference. My orders are that Mueller's a member of this mission. Now let's get going. You hear me, Martin?
Very well, monsieur. Follow me.
Where are you taking us?
To my farm. You will set up your radio in my barn.
Is it safe?
Safe? Why don't you ask your friend, Herr Müller?
2 hours later, Tom had his transmitter set up in the loft of Philippe Martin's farm, a few miles outside Saint-Nazaire.
With your permission, Herr Kapitän, I will leave now.
Yeah. You know what you're to do, Mueller?
Yeah. With these forged orders Colonel Palmer gave me, I will be able to secure all the necessary information about submarine pens in the Saint-Nazaire area.
If you want to.
I hope, Herr Kapitän, I will be able to prove to you that I do want to.
We hope so, too, Mueller.
All right, get going. We expect you to contact us daily. If we don't hear from you...
Link. Someone's at the door.
Who could that be, Philippe?
Philippe? Philippe?
It is all right, monsieur. It is my sister, Marie. She is also a loyal member of the Marquis.
Marie Martin wasn't just a loyal Marquis member. She was a beautiful one, too. I wouldn't have had to look at her to know it. I'd only have had to look at Tom Barnes, as her brother introduced her.
This is my sister Marie, monsieur. Marie, Captain Daggett, Corporal Barnes, and Herr Lieutenant.
Herr Lieutenant? A German? Here?
Lieutenant Mueller's a prisoner of war, mademoiselle, working for the OSS.
He is a Nazi.
An ex-Nazi, mademoiselle.
The only ex-Nazis are dead ones. Philippe, throw this pig out of here.
Now, wait a minute, mademoiselle. Your brother and I have had all this out. Philippe has agreed to...
He has no right to agree. This is as much my farm as it is his. I will not have a Nazi on it.
All right. Inasmuch as Mueller's just leaving for Saint-Nazaire on a mission...
You are sending him on a mission? You must be out of your mind, Captain.
I think...
Your brother and I have had all this out. Philippe has agreed to...
He has no right to agree. This is as much my farm as it is his. I will not have a Nazi on it.
All right. Inasmuch as Mueller's just leaving for Saint-Nazaire on a mission...
You are sending him on a mission? You must be out of your mind, Captain.
I think she has a point, Link. You remember that little discussion we had back on the highway about bait?
Yeah, I remember it, Tom.
And I'm pretty sure now that we were right.
We have no more proof now than we did then.
I would rather he would stay here, Captain, than see him go on a mission.
Well, Herr Captain?
Get going, Mueller.
Link, you're making...
Get up, Tom.
You will hear from me, Herr Captain.
You will hear from him. Through the Gestapo.
I wasn't sure she was wrong. And Tom Barnes was sure she was right. But then Tom's judgment wasn't to be trusted. Not where Marie Martin was concerned. Well, Tom, where you been?
Oh, I took a walk with Marie down by the brook.
You take a lot of walks with Marie, don't you?
Oh, why not? There's nothing to do but cool our heels until we hear from Mueller. And quite frankly, old man, I can't think of anybody I'd rather cool my heels with.
And then we heard from Mueller. We heard quite a lot from him. And not through the Gestapo, either.
You must copy these maps immediately, Herr Captain. I must get them back to the Nazi headquarters before morning. You will find on them the location of the Nazi sub-pens from Saint-Nazaire to Dunkirk.
I copied the maps and deciphered the code symbols. Turned my report over to Tom to transmit to England. But Tom was stubborn.
How do you know those maps weren't fake, Link?
I don't.
Maybe Mueller's using us just the way we thought he would.
Or maybe he is.
Then why on earth send that stuff out?
Because those are my orders and I'm going to obey them. Now send it, Tom. We'll see what happens. Well, we saw what happened. That night off in the distance, 1,000 searchlights stabbed the sky. There were black puffs and smoke everywhere. The crowds were throwing up a curtain of flak that no air force in the whole world could penetrate. Next day, Mueller came back to the barn. By then, Tom had received the box score from England.
20 planes! You hear that, Mueller? We lost 20 planes last night.
I do not understand, Herr Corporal.
Oh, no, you don't understand it at all, do you? They knew we were coming. They were waiting for us. But you don't understand it.
You are implying, of course, that I betrayed you. But I give you my word.
His word. The word of a Nazi.
Marie, please.
Here, Captain Dagger. Are you perhaps convinced now?
I told you we should have listened to her, Link.
Easy, Tom.
It is too late, of course, to save those 20 planes. It is not too late to stop other raids.
Yes, of course, he's right, Link. I'll radio Colonel Palmer this minute.
Herr Captain.
Well, Mueller...
I have another map, if you wish to look at it.
All right. Let's see it.
I would prefer to show it to you alone.
Alone? Why, you pig of a German!
Filthy scum! Are you suggesting there's anyone here but yourself who can't be trusted?
Look, Mueller, you're in no position to make such a request. Have something to show me? You can show it to me here.
Very well, Herr Captain.
He had something to show me, all right. A detailed chart of the biggest sub-pens along the whole coast. I knew it was worth any risk to try to smash those pens. But Tom Barnes didn't know it. He needed a lot of convincing. He insisted that chart was bait, just bait. It turned out he was right. Next week was a nightmare. 8 planes at Ostend, 6 at Cherbourg, 9 at Le Havre. Everywhere we struck, the Krauts were waiting. Operation Sellout, Tom and I called it. We had a name for Lieutenant Mueller, too. Tom wasn't around the night I reached a decision. I went looking for him. Down by the brook, of course. It was a bright moon. I saw 2 figures as I approached. Then, 2 figures became one for a moment.
I love you, Marie.
Ah, mon cher Tom, you must not say it. In France today, there is no place for the word love.
Maybe not, my darling. But when the war is over, I'm going to ask you to marry me.
Tom.
Oh.
Link, what are you doing here?
Get back to the barn. Why don't you radio Palmer to call off the raids?
At last, you have come to your senses, Captain.
What about Mueller, Link?
Don't forget Mueller. It's almost a week since we heard from him. We don't even know where he is.
But we can guess, no, Captain? He is in Berlin, probably, receiving a medal from his Führer.
Tom and I had to work fast. Once it dawned on the Germans that there'd be no more raids, they'd be after us. We radioed the colonel canceling the raids, telling him we thought our mission was over. 6 hours later came the answer. The colonel thought otherwise.
Good Lord. We can't be serious, Link.
Yeah, he's serious, all right. He still wants to smash those sub-pens at Saint-Nazaire. Since they couldn't do it from the air, they're going to do it from the ground with a commando raid. Yeah, commando raid. A hit-and-run attack where coordination and split-second timing were everything. And Tom and I were to be the inside men. Big job, yeah. But this time we didn't have 2 strikes against us. No, because this was one clambake that Carl Mueller wouldn't know anything about.
What do we do first, Link?
Contact the local leader of the Maquis. We'll let him know what's happening, and he'll give us a safer place to roost.
But how do we contact him?
Oh, Philippe will know him.
Oh, Philippe's in Vaughan. Wait a minute. How about Marie? She might know, too.
Right. Go get her. He went to find Marie. I packed up the radio and the other equipment. I heard the door open. I thought he brought her back. I was wrong.
Good evening, Herr Captain.
Mueller. I didn't expect you to show your face around here again.
I heard in Saint-Nazaire that the raids have been cancelled. I was afraid you and Corporal Barnes might be on your way back to England.
We're packing now.
Oh. I am not to go back with you then.
There's only one place you're going, Mueller.
So, put your gun away, Herr Captain. You do not need to kill me. Since you are leaving me here, I shall make use of the one shell you so kindly left in my revolver.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you will. You couldn't bear to be left behind with your Nazi pals, could you? It weren't from my gun, those shots. I didn't know where they were from. I didn't wait to find out. I hit the floor, dragging the candle off the table with me. The barn went black. I lay there for a second. And then from outside, I heard...
Let's have some light, Link. I think I got him.
Tom had fired the shots. When I'd lit the candle again, I saw he was wrong. The doorway where Mueller had been standing was empty. Mueller was gone.
I was sure I hit him, Link.
All right, never mind. We got something more important to think about than Mueller. You told Marie?
Oui, Captain, he told me. You wish to see the local Maquis leader?
That's right. Can you take us to him?
Mais oui, Captain. I will arrange for you to meet Monsieur Etienne.
She said it would take until the next evening to arrange it. Tom and I cleared out of the farm and holed up in the patch of woods where we'd first met Philippe. Of course, it had to start raining. Just before dark, Marie showed up in the woods.
It is done, Captain. Monsieur Etienne will be waiting for you at 8 o'clock. The room behind the village cafe.
Good work, Marie.
You're going there with us, aren't you, darling?
No, mon cher. I must return to Monsieur Etienne. But I will be waiting for you at the cafe.
She was standing in the doorway when we got there at 8. She led us around the back into a small, dirty, dimly lit room.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
He rose from his chair and stood behind the table. Monsieur Etienne was a small, dark man. His eyes were shifty and calculating. The kind of eyes you often find in a head that has a price on it.
My apologies, monsieur, for not seeing you sooner. I was at my headquarters in the hills. I had to walk down. The roads were wet and muddy.
No apologies necessary, monsieur.
Merci. Mademoiselle Martin informs me you wish the assistance of the Marquis.
We need plenty of assistance. British commandos are planning a raid on the port of Saint-Nazaire.
A commando raid on Saint-Nazaire.
Those eyes of his grew wider. They grew bright. He stepped from behind the table. But he shouldn't have, because that was when I saw his boots. They were clean and polished. There wasn't a speck of mud on them. And yet he'd walked through the mud from his headquarters in the hills. He said.
Is something the matter, Captain?
He knew something was the matter, all right. He knew what it was, too. He saw my eyes on his boots, and he understood. His hand went under his coat, but it never came out, because that was all I needed.
Link, for the love of heaven.
One shot did it. He grabbed at his stomach, and he slumped to the floor.
Good Lord, Link, what's the idea?
He's dead!
Yeah, that's one collaborator less.
Collaborator?
Sure, that's all he was, Tom. Nazis planted him here to find out about our new mission.
Yes, but they didn't know we had a new mission. You said Mueller thought we were packing up to go back to England.
That's right, he did.
Well, then who could have...
I started to tell him, but I didn't have to. He saw it for himself.
Marie?
The look on her face confirmed it. The look on his face is the kind of thing you don't like to remember. That was all she needed. She bolted for the door and threw it open. I took one wild shot at her. I missed. Before I could fire again, she was gone.
She knows about the raid, Link. We've got to stop her before she gets to the Germans.
There's no telling which way she went, Tom. We'll split up. You go that way and I'll... Good Lord.
She, Link. It was Marie. Come on.
We ran down the dark alley behind the cafe. At the end of it, we found her, lying face down in the mud.
She's dead, Link.
Yeah.
But who shot her?
I did, Herr Corporal.
Mueller.
I'm so sorry, Herr Barnes. I know how you felt about her. But she was our enemy. She had to die.
Yeah, but how did you know Mueller?
I finally found a Frenchman who trusted me, Herr Capitaine. His name is Monsieur Etienne.
You mean that was his name?
You see, he thought that I was a Nazi, too. He confided in me.
I say Mueller.
Yeah, Herr Corporal?
Look here, I ought to tell you. What I mean is, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I didn't trust.
Do not say it, please. I understand.
Herr Capitaine.
Yes, Mueller?
I have used that one shell you left in my revolver. Well, I wonder if you would permit me to have one more.
No, I won't.
No?
Not one more, Carl. I'm giving you back the whole clip. That same night, we contacted the real leader of the Maquis. 2 weeks later, the commandos struck at Nazaire. They wiped out that sub-pen. When they went back to England, Tom Barnes and I went with them. And so did our friend, Carl Mueller.
And once again, the report of another OSS agent closes with the words,
Mission accomplished.
Listen again next week for another true adventure from the files of the OSS on
Cloak and Dagger.
Paired in today's Cloak and Dagger adventure as Captain Daggett was Carl Eastman, Tom Barnes, Ian Martin, Carl Mueller, Louis Van Ruten, Marie, Louise Erickson, Etienne, Raymond Edward Johnson, Martin, Arnold Moss, and the Nazi, Carl Weber. The script was written by Ken Field, and music was under the direction of John Garth. Sound effects by Manny Siegel and John Power. Engineering, Don Evans. Today's OSS adventure was based on the book Cloak and Dagger by Corey Ford and Alistair McBain. This program is produced by Louis G. Cowan and Alfred Hollander under the direction and supervision of Sherman Marks.
2. Counterspy was an espionage radio drama that ran from 1942 to 1957 on all 4 radio networks, starring Don McLaughlin as David Harding, the head of the U.S. Counterspy, a fictional U.S. agency engaged in counterintelligence work during World War II. Mandel Kramer played Peters, Harding's assistant. The stories gradually focused on Cold War plots after the end of the war. This is the episode, The Case of the Stolen Secret, from November 12, 1950. Enjoy.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Counterspy.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy. Calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, the Case of the Stolen Secret.
Dr. Hilton, I wish you'd let me go with you.
It's best that I go alone, Lucy. After you leave me off at the railroad station, I'd like you to go back home and wait until you hear from me.
Just as you say. But somehow I don't like the idea of you going to Washington by yourself.
I'll attract much less attention that way.
That formula in your briefcase is so important, you can never tell what might happen.
Come, Lucy. You're getting all upset over nothing at all.
You've worked 2 long years on it. I've watched you, Dr. Hilton. I know how much it's taken out of you.
It was worth every minute of it, my dear.
I know, but I can't help thinking of the desperate measures certain people might take to gain possession of it.
At the present moment, my dear Lucy, that would be a sheer waste of time. Only this week I discovered certain of my hypotheses were invalid. Fortunately, I know now the cause of my errors. Nevertheless, my formula will still be in the hands of the National Defense Coordinator in the morning.
Oh, you say it so lightly, as though your very life weren't in danger.
Lucy, I'm not the swaggering hero you'd like to think I am.
Oh, I think you're pretty wonderful, Doctor. Do you mind?
Not at all. I'm flattered.
You've been like a father to me.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm at the age where I best suit the fatherly role.
Is this close enough to the platform?
Fine, my dear, fine.
Dr. Hilton, I still can't help worrying. Won't you please let me go with you? I brought along my overnight bag. Please say yes.
Lucy, believe me, I assure you that nothing very much can happen to me or the formula.
But how can you be so sure?
Because until I make certain revisions in my figures, my formula will be of no consequence. Several hours' work in my train compartment at most. Until then, what I'm carrying in my briefcase is worthless.
Are you sure you're not telling me a story?
My word of honor. Now, do you feel better about it?
Much. But you will be careful anyway. Now, promise me.
I promise, my dear, not to run afoul of any cloak and dagger tactics between now and my arrival in Washington. Well, there's my train coming in. I'll be back in Centerdale Tuesday. Goodbye, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
And don't worry. Everything will be perfectly all right. Perfectly. Yes, who is it?
Conductor, sir.
No, just a moment.
One peep out of you, Hilton, and you're dead.
What?
Inside.
What's the meaning of this?
All right, sit down. You'll be good or a bullet goes through your head.
What do you want?
You know what I want. And it won't have to be a mess if you hand it over.
I don't know what you're talking about. If it's money you're after...
Yeah, it's money I'm after. Not the kind you'd be carrying. Maybe this has what I want.
Give me that briefcase.
Thanks for telling me it's in here.
Give me that.
I told you to sit down.
Please, you must
All right, let go. Okay, you asked for it.
Agent Jennison, Centerdale Counterspy Field Office, to David Harding, Washington. Dr. Theodore Hilton found murdered aboard train en route Washington. Train being held at this stop for thorough investigation. Will stand by for any special orders from you.
Attention, Counterspy, pistol target range, attention. This is David Harding. Will Agent Harry Peters report immediately to my office? This is urgent.
And here's Jennison's supplementary report, Peters. Came in over the Counterspy wire 3 minutes ago.
Dr. Theodore Hilton. I've heard that name, Mr. Harding.
Dr. Hilton was a research scientist.
Oh, yes. In the field of fuel refining, right?
Right. He just completed developing a new formula for processing a special fuel for jets. It was to have given us a sure edge on air power. Dr. Hilton was on his way to Washington here to explain the process to government technicians.
It isn't hard to fill in the rest, Chief. The formula's missing.
Yes, but we do know that it was being carried in a tan leather briefcase, locked. The case was missing from his train compartment.
Any other leads?
No. Still too early to determine what sort of instrument struck the blow that killed Dr. Hilton.
Did anyone see Hilton with another person on the train?
We don't know yet. All the passengers are being questioned.
The thing is to find out what happened to that briefcase.
Yes, and the espionage agent who took it. I've already sent out orders to put every available man on this case. All roads, train stations, bus depots, and airports in that area are now under our surveillance.
What do we do now, Dave?
Now, Peters, we're taking the jet to Meadville to supervise operations.
Okay, coming up, a ham on rye. 2 coffee. Yeah, coming up. I got 'em. Ham and rye. Okay. Another coffee coming up. Sugar's down.
Pack of cigarettes.
Hey? Yeah, what kind?
What do I care? Any kind.
Okay, yeah. I'll get you some matches.
Keep. Good night.
Hey, wait a minute.
Operator.
Quick, operator, get me the Counterspy field office here in town.
Right away, sir.
Centerdale Counterspy Field Office, Agent Jennison.
Yeah, hello. This is Cy Smith, Smitty's Diner on Elm Street.
Yes?
Look, a guy just walked out of here carrying a briefcase that looked like the one I heard about on the radio. The one that Dr. Hilton had when he was killed.
He just walked out?
Yeah.
Did you watch where he went?
Yeah, he hopped into a car out front. It looked to me like it was a Chevy.
Could you describe what he looked like?
Sure. He left the half a buck for a pack of smokes. Who'd forget a guy like that?
Agent Jennison, Centerdale Field Office, to David Harding in Jet S1 en route Meadville.
Harding, go ahead, Jennison.
Continuing report on the diner operator. He's given us a pretty clear picture of the man with the briefcase, but he was unable to make identification from our local photo files.
All right, Jennison, contact our statistical department in Washington. Tell them to have everything prepared for an identification search. Then have that diner operator flown to Washington as soon as possible. You got that?
Yes, Mr. Harding. I'll get right on it.
are you, Garok? I've been trying to get you on the phone for a couple of hours.
Steve, I do not sit in this hole in the wall developing pictures every minute of my life. I go out to eat sometimes. Not often, but every once in a while.
Yeah, you take 3 hours to eat, and me, I walk around with those hot papers on me, right out in the open.
I'm not interested in your tale of woe. Garok has his own. I stand in a dark room till the sight of the sunlight blinds me. I am not better than a donkey used in the mines.
Yeah, you and your talk.
At least I do my job well. There was nothing about killing Dr. Hilton in the instructions given to you by Mr. Sibley.
Well, I couldn't help it. The old guy got too rough for his own good.
Mr. Sibley will not be happy about that.
But who's asking you what Mr. Sibley will be happy about? Here's the stuff. Put it on microfilm and shut your mouth.
The likes of you, Garok does not take orders from. Garok is an artist.
Garok is nothing but a big mouth. Now, come on, take the papers and do what you're supposed to do.
I am to do nothing until Mr. Sibley arrives. Garok is wise enough to follow instructions.
You sure put on a big front, don't you, Garok? I do the dirty work.
Very dirty work.
I'm telling you, Garok, I'm not taking much more of you.
You cannot frighten me, Steve. Garok has brains.
Yeah, well,
and Garok also has a gun in his pocket. Ah, Mr. Sibley. Good evening, Mr. Sibley.
I see we're all assembled. Good.
He just got here.
Yes. Steve.
Hello, Mr. Sibley.
It would be more appropriate to make that goodbye, my friend.
What?
You needn't become alarmed. As yet, I haven't decided under what circumstances we shall part. I'm convinced only of the necessity of ending our relationship.
Now, look, Mr. Sibley, I got what you were after.
Control yourself.
Yes, Steve, do. There's no need for becoming upset.
A drink, Mr. Sibley?
Not at the moment, Garok, thank you.
Here's the papers, Mr. Sibley. Maybe we don't click too good together, but anyway, here's what you were after. So if it's okay with you, I'll take my payoff now and beat it.
To simple minds, everything seems so uncomplicated.
Sit down, Steve. I have some things to say to you before you leave.
I'll stand.
As you wish. Briefly, my friend, you've gone about your assignment in a fashion so slovenly that I find it absolutely incredible.
You mean about what happened to Dr. Hilton?
What else could I possibly mean?
Well, I couldn't help that. It was an accident. I didn't think that slug on the head would kill him. It's just an accident, Mr. Sibley.
That's unimportant now. The man is dead, and the formula is of almost no use to us because of that fact. Without Dr. Hilton, it'll take much too long to make practical application of those papers you think so valuable.
That is why Garok did not put them on microfilm.
So the operation itself is a failure. But added to that, you've allowed yourself to become identified.
What do you mean? Nobody saw me.
No? The description of your unhappy countenance has been advertised on every radio station in the country.
But I'm telling you...
Why didn't you get rid of that briefcase you embassy?
I did get rid of it. I threw it in an empty lot.
But not until after you were seen with it.
Well, I couldn't help it. It had a lock on it. I had to break the lock, didn't I?
Quiet. The point is, you're very dangerous to us at the moment, to our entire network. And most important of all, to my superior.
Why, I thought you were running the operation.
Garok.
Yes, Mr. Sibley.
I shall leave the matter of Steve's disposition up to you.
And I, Mr. Sibley, will leave it up to this gun.
Hey, wait.
For Garok, this will be an exquisite pleasure.
I shall wait here until you return. Where is the liquor?
In the chest over there. I have some very fine brandy.
Now, Mr. Sibley, give me a break.
I do enjoy fine brandy. So much. Goodbye, Steve.
Yes?
Miss Lucy Braden?
Yes?
I'm David Harding, Miss Braden. This is my assistant, Mr. Peters. We drove over from Meadville to speak with you.
Oh. Please come in, gentlemen.
Thank you.
This way. We can talk in the living room.
All right.
You've been with Dr. Hilton for a number of years, we understand.
Yes, Mr. Peters. I was his ward. After I became of age, I stayed on with him, you might say, as a secretary.
I see.
Won't you sit down?
No, thank you. Now, We'll try not to take up too much of your time, Miss Braden. We realize how you must feel.
Yes.
Just a few questions, and then we'll leave.
I'll tell you anything I can, Mr. Harding.
The doctor's laboratory is on the premises here, is it?
Yes, at the rear of the house.
Oh.
And his bedroom was right next to it. My room is upstairs.
Does anyone else live in this house, Miss Braden?
Well, we have a housekeeper, but she doesn't sleep in.
Then there was only you and Dr. Hilton.
There used to be my brother Charles. He was the newspaper correspondent who disappeared in Eastern Europe 2 years ago.
Yes, Miss Braden. As we know about your brother, his case is still an open matter in our files.
First Charles, and now Dr. Hilton.
We may yet locate your brother, Miss Braden.
Oh, I've given up hope. Dr. Hilton and I both knew why Charles disappeared. Because the country in which he was working didn't like the truth. And Charles told the truth in his dispatch.
We'll be just a moment more.
It's quite all right. I don't mind if I can be of any help.
Well, who knew about Dr. Hilton's plan to go to Washington?
I did.
Besides yourself?
The housekeeper, perhaps?
Oh, I don't believe so, Mr. Harding. Dr. Hilton cautioned me to mention it to no one.
I see. Well, that's about all, Miss Braden.
If there's anything else I can do,
No, not at the moment. But if you do think of anything that might help us, you can reach me at the Counterspy field office in Meadville. Call me anytime, day or night.
Do you think you'll be able to find the man who...
I don't know, Miss Braden, but we're certainly going to try very hard. Very hard.
Well, Garok, you're back sooner than I...
Mr. Sibley.
Garok, what happened? Your head is bleeding.
That animal, Steve.
Come on, man, speak. What happened?
He lunged at me before I could fire.
What?
He was desperate. You know how a man who is going to die sometimes becomes...
You let him get away.
I tried to stop him. I held on to him. Grok, a small man. He is such a large animal. He kicked me. Oh, my head.
He got away.
He kicked Grok. Kicked me in my head.
Now the counterspies will have him in no time.
Help me, Mr. Sibley. Oh, the pain in my head. Help me.
5 minutes after they have him, he'll have told them everything. Oh, Garok, you fool. It was going to be an exquisite pleasure for you.
Grok had the brains, but he had the instinct and speed of an animal.
You bungled, ruined everything.
Oh, my head. Oh, Mr. Sibley, do something for Grok. Do something to stop the pain in his head. Oh.
All right, Grok. I'll help stop the pain in your head.
Oh, you're a merciful man, Mr. Sibley.
I'll stop the pain in you forever.
You are listening to the case of the stolen secret on Counterspy. That new private detective, Charlie Wiles, solves another mystery in just a short while over most of these NBC stations. And later today, there's another broadcast of your Sunday evening extravaganza, The Big Show. Your stars tonight will be Groucho Marx, Ezio Pinza, Jane Powell, Fanny Bryce, Frankie Lane, Mindy Carson, Frank Lovejoy, Meredith Wilson, and many, many more. Supervising the hour-and-a-half Big Show will be MC Tallulah Bankhead. And incidentally, when unpredictable Tallulah meets unconventional Groucho, look out. It's The Big Show every Sunday on NBC. Now, back to Counterspy.
That's the information, Carter. Radio to all patrols. Have them notify me here at the Meadville field office.
So his name is Steve Meeker, eh, Mr. Harding?
Meeker. He's got a record a half-mile long. If he's still in the area of our operation, he's a gone duck.
That idea of yours sending the diner owner down to Washington for identification paid off.
Well, we can't be too sure yet, Peters, but it certainly saved us some time. Wait a minute. Harding speaking.
I want to talk to you, Harding.
Who's this?
Steve Meeker.
You're Steve Meeker, you say?
That's right.
Meeker, Dave? Get on the extension.
I give up.
I'm listening.
I heard my name on the radio just now. I'm cut off, I know it. I can't move 2 feet without there's a cop right there.
All right, Meeker. If you're ready to give up, all you have to do is walk into the field office here. I'll call my men off.
Oh, it ain't your men. There's someone else in Meadville I'm worried about.
Who?
You gonna come for me?
Where are you?
Over in Centerdale.
Who's after you, Meeker?
Nothing doing. I don't spill that until I know it's gonna do me some good.
All right. Where exactly are you?
In a drugstore.
Now listen to me. Get out of that store. The one you're worried about may be there instead of Meadville. Go to the address I'm going to give you and tell whoever's there that I sent you, and I'll be along to pick you up. You'll be safe there.
Okay.
14 Crown Street. Got that?
Yeah, 14 Crown.
Wait there for me. I'm starting for Centerdale now.
Yes?
This is 14 Crown, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, then I got the right place.
Whom do you wish to see?
I don't know the name.
Oh, I'm sure you must have the wrong information.
Oh, no. This is where David Harding sent me.
Mr. Harding?
Yeah, he said I should wait here for him. He said if I gave you his name, you'd let me in.
Then come in. You can wait for Mr. Harding in the living room. I'm Lucy Braden, Mr.
My name doesn't count.
Didn't Mr. Harding say what time he'd be here?
As soon as he can get over from Meadville.
Sit down if you like.
Thanks. Mind if I smoke?
Not at all. Can I get you something?
Well, what have you got? Maybe rye?
I'm sorry, we have no whiskey in the house.
Beer?
No beer either. But I have some soft drinks in the refrigerator.
Soda pop, eh?
Yes. Would you care for some?
Well, okay. I wouldn't mind.
I'll be right back.
Hey.
Yes?
Cut matches, I'm all out.
You'll find a lighter on the desk.
Thanks. They never worked these lighters. Never the first time.
We only have root beer.
Oh, root beer's okay. In fact, it's perfect.
I took the liberty of pouring you a glass.
Mm-hmm. You can take any liberty you like with me, honey. Anytime.
There's more if you want it.
Nice and cold. I like drinks that are nice and cold.
Would you please...
Would I what?
Nothing. Are you sure Mr. Harding sent you here?
Mm-hmm. He sent me. He sure set up something nice and neat for me.
What do you mean?
Look, honey, I'm no friend of Harding.
Then what are you...
I'm on the lam. Wait.
Let me go, please.
Came to me just now like that.
Please, let me go. You're hurting me.
I was going to do a dumb thing, but now I got a better idea. Yeah, great. What a setup.
Please let me go, please.
You're leaving this place now with me.
What?
That's right. You're getting me out of this jam, baby. You're my rain check. No cop in the world would take a pot shot while I got you right next to me. And Harding set up the whole thing himself. We'll write him a letter of thanks when we get out of the country.
You're crazy.
Sure, like a fox.
You can't get away. If you're wanted, they'll get you sooner or later.
With you along, honey, nothing can...
Oh. Nothing?
Huh?
Nothing, Steve.
Oh, Mr. Sibley.
I'm taking up where Garok left off. Garok was right. You are an animal. A man dies much faster.
And that, Lucy, makes the final bridge we've burned behind us.
You waited long enough to fire, Sibley.
Sorry, my dear. It all rather amused me.
Don't be insolent.
Forgive me.
Well, we owe a great deal of our good fortune to Harding, eh, Lucy?
Yes, but you'd better not be here to thank him.
Listen. That must be Harding now. It's too late for me to get out.
Get in the back of the house. Hide in the kitchen closet.
Oh, they must have heard the shots. What are you going to tell Harding?
Leave that to me. Give me your gun.
Yeah.
Now hurry. Do what I told you.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Harding. It was terrible.
What's happened, Miss Braden? Where's the man I sent?
Come in, please. Did you hear the shots?
Shots? What shots are you talking about?
There's the man you sent. Over there near the table.
What happened?
He tried to make me go with him. He said he was going to use me as a shield. I broke away from him, and there was a gun in the desk. I tried to hold him at bay. He came after me.
Now, take it easy, Miss Braden. You don't have to be too upset. He was a vicious killer. He murdered Dr. Hilton.
He was the one?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Harding, how could you send that man here to this house of all places?
I'll let you think about my reason for that, Miss Braden, when you're in a cell, in a good, strong jail.
What?
Until you come to trial for murder and espionage.
What are you talking about?
As the head of a spy ring, Miss Braden, you should know exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't know what you're saying.
Now, if you'll just come along, we can talk it all over down at the field.
Stand right where you are, or I fire this gun.
So, I do know what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately for you, you do.
I'm interested in one thing especially. How can your sentiments be what they are in the face of what happened to your brother?
Very simple. My brother is alive and well. He went to the place where he is now of his own free will. We both have the same political sentiments. Charles is waiting for me to join him.
You'll never make it now. I never shot a woman, but I'd be glad to make you an exception unless you drop that gun. All right, come on, you. You're joining the party.
All right. Didn't prod me so.
Would you consider resisting arrest? No, what a shame.
Where'd you find him, Peter?
Lined up with a couple of dirty brooms in the kitchen closet.
Lucy, what are we going to do now?
Plead guilty as charged.
First, Mr. Harding, you'll have to prove those charges.
That won't be hard. This evening, my agents came across a dead man named Garok. Of course, Garok didn't talk, but the data we found in his photo lab did.
I'll take these two along, Chief.
Wait, just a moment, Peters. I have something that may interest Miss Braden.
I doubt it.
Usually, Miss Braden, the counterspies operate on a highly scientific basis, but every once in a while we have to resort to our knowledge of criminal behavior to get results. You were much too innocent of too many things. You went out of your way to point out that you were the only one who knew Dr. Hilton was going to Washington, a fact you made no bones about, obviously to establish how innocent you were. It was your behavior that got results in this case.
Oh, no. It was the stupidity of my associates.
Oh, no, the stupidity was essentially yours to think you could get away with treason. All right, now, Peters, you take them away.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting Case of the Pseudo-Spuds.
When an agricultural magician sowed tons of potatoes, he hoped to reap $500,000 in cash. Instead, he reaped a harvest of sawdust that blew up in his face and launched your counterspies on a search for clues that covered thousands of miles. The full details will be revealed next week in
Case of the Pseudo-Spuds on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Marks B. Loeb, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Counterspy is produced by Phillips H. Lord.
Three. Dangerous Assignment ran on NBC Radio from 1949 to 1953, starring Brian Donlevy as U.S. Special Agent Steve Mitchell, who was sent all over the globe on missions of international intrigue, usually in pursuit of uncovering some nefarious plot that threatened national security, usually posing as a foreign correspondent. His boss, the commissioner of the unnamed government agency that he worked for, was played by Herb Butterfield. This is the episode Vienna Mystery, where Steve is sent by the commissioner to the U.S. consulate in Vienna to retrieve valuable stolen documents. It aired on August 2nd, 1950. Enjoy!
Wheaties presents Dangerous Assignment. On stage tonight from Hollywood, Dangerous Assignment, another in the Wheaties' big parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize that this assignment is going to involve my trying to hide 3 divisions of troops behind an empty water glass.
Well, here he is, Commissioner. I found him right in the middle of a big deal, as usual.
Hello, Steve.
Commissioner?
I hope it was a square deal.
She didn't look square to me.
What have you told him so far, Ruth?
Well, only that you wanted him to go looking for a woman. I figured that was the best bait I could use.
Well, don't tell me it isn't true.
Oh, it's true, all right, but I'm afraid your association with this particular woman won't be a very pleasant one.
I might have known.
I'll have your passport and credentials ready when the commissioner's through with you, Steve.
Okay, Ruth. Well, what's the deal, Commissioner?
Vienna.
Vienna? Long time since I've danced a Strauss waltz.
You can leave your ballet slippers home, Steve. Here's the setup. With the situation what it is, we have to increase our armed strength on all fronts. Naturally, our consulates are kept informed as to proposed increases of strength in their respective areas.
So?
So, 2 days ago, a document containing information regarding troop movements in Europe was stolen from our consulate in Vienna. The troops have already embarked, and with these unidentified subs around, we can't take chances.
I see. Any idea who swiped the document?
Yes, a janitor named Joseph Bildner.
Well, that doesn't sound so tough. Find Bildner.
We've
and...
already found Bildner in an alley in Vienna last night, murdered.
I see. Well, that sort of puts a new light on things.
The document wasn't on his person. Just before he died, he mumbled the name Eva Loesch.
Eva Loesch? Hey, that name rings a bell.
A siren, you should say. But I haven't time to go into her background now to fill a book. Manville Olson can tell you all about her.
Who's Olson?
He's with the consulate in Vienna. You'll arrive there early tomorrow evening. Go to the Imperial Bar at 8 o'clock. Olson will be waiting for you.
Why meet in a bar? Not that I have any objection.
Now, this investigation has to be kept undercover, particularly the part about Eva Loesch. Olson will tell you why. Now, Steve, get over there. Talk to Olson. Find Eva Loesch. And most important, get those documents back. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck. Dangerous Assignment will continue in a moment. Now, here is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin.
Ever think of this? You wait longer for breakfast than for any other meal of the day. From the time you go to bed until you eat breakfast is the longest period there is between 2 meals. So, breakfast has to be good to do the most good for you at a time when you really need food. Which is why I say start breakfast with Wheaties and milk and fruit. It's a pleasant way to get protein, vitamins, and minerals, and just plain whole wheat energy in a hurry without a lot of fuss. Wheaties supply energy when you need energy because there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Yes, a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Sure, breakfast of champions. See for yourself. Have some. See how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
Yeah, I've got my assignment. Find a girl named Eva Loesch and get a stolen document from her. Ordinarily, there's nothing I like better than to chercher la femme. But from what the commissioner has told me, I've got an uneasy feeling that this is going to be all chercher and no femme. Well, it's Friday evening when I get to Vienna. I check in at the hotel and then head for the Imperial Bar. Over at a corner table, a guy gives me the nod. I head over there.
You're Mitchell, aren't you?
Yeah. Olson?
That's right. Have a seat.
Thanks. Look, the commissioner back in the States told me that you could give me the background on this Eva Loesch.
Well, I can tell you all we know over here at the consulate, which isn't enough. Eva Loesch was a red-hot Nazi. She was killed in the Berlin Blitz.
What?
We thought. Now it looks as she's been very much alive and in hiding all this time. And where she at, it looks like she's up to her old tricks.
You mean a new Nazi party?
No. You know, some of these ex-Nazis have a habit of selling out to the highest bidder.
I get it. Now, according to what the commissioner told me, this document concerning our troop movements was stolen from your consulate by a janitor named Bildner. He was found murdered in an alley and mumbled Eva Loesch's name just before he died.
That's right. We believe Eva killed him and has the document. But, of course, we've kept all that undercover. We don't want Eva to know we know she's alive. Here. This ad I spotted in the afternoon paper. Take a look at it.
What? Huh. Will the cab driver who picked up a woman passenger at the plaza last Tuesday night at 8:30 please come to 37 Bergerstrasse? Hey, Tuesday night. That was the night that Bildner was murdered, wasn't it?
Yes, in an alley about half a block from the plaza.
This could tie in all right. 37 Bergerstrasse. Okay. I think I'll answer that ad, Olson. I'll check with you later.
Yes?
Are you the one who put that advertisement in the paper this afternoon?
Come in. Yes, I'm the one. Why?
Fräulein...
Frau Denise Manescu. Who are you?
I'm the cab driver you're looking for.
Oh? Describe this woman you picked up.
What? Well, she's about medium build, dark hair.
You're lying.
Huh?
I do not know who you are, but you are not a cab driver.
Now, look.
Yes?
You are the one who put the notice in the paper.
Oh, great.
Why, yes.
I would like to talk to you, please.
Just a minute.
I am the cab driver in question. Who is this man?
This man is about to leave.
No, I do not think so.
Oh, well, come to think of it, you may be right. How come the gun, Buster?
You will stay right here, both of you.
You are not cab drivers, either of you.
In my case, you are quite right. As for this other man, I do not know who he is. I will find that out presently.
Well, as long as we're going to play guessing games, maybe you wouldn't mind if I start guessing who you are.
You do not have to guess, my friend. I will tell you. I am Lieutenant Oscar Segal of the police.
The police?
Well, that takes a load off my mind.
Does it?
Yeah, but I can't say as much for Frau Manescu here. She seems to be real upset at the news.
Frau Manescu?
The name seems to mean something to you, Lieutenant.
You are not by any chance related to Georges Manescu?
Yes, I'm his wife.
But this is completely mystifying. Why would the wife of Georges Manescu be implicated in such an unsavory affair as this?
Somebody mind telling me who George Manescu is?
What is your interest in this matter?
Maybe these credentials will answer that question, Lieutenant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. They have indeed answered that question, Herr Mitchell.
Now, how about filling me in on this George Manescu?
Oh, a local politician of high character who has worked in close cooperation with your government here.
I see. Well, in that case, Frau Manescu...
There is no use holding back anything more. I did not want the police brought into this. But, well, here you are.
Here I am indeed. I must strongly impress upon you the wisdom of making a full explanation at this time.
Yes, Well, you see, Eva Loesch is my sister.
What?
I believed, as did the rest of the world, that she was dead. I believed that until Tuesday night, when she came here to see me.
What did she want?
She said she was in trouble and wanted to hide here. I refused. And then she said I must help her.
In what way?
She said that a man was killed, but that she did not do it. That there was a cab driver who could clear her if she could only find him.
So you ran that ad in the paper?
I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't go to the police. I know what damage would be done to my husband's reputation if it were learned that the notorious Eva Loesch was his wife's sister. So I ran the advertisement, hoping it would help clear her. And then if their relationship were to be revealed later, at least it would be not quite so bad for my husband.
I see. Well, that all leads us up to the big question. Where's Eva?
I do not know.
Frau Manescu, it is my duty to warn you that withholding information...
I'm telling you the truth. I swear it. I've no idea where Eva's hiding. She said that she would contact me in a few days, but I've not heard from her.
Look, sisterly love is a wonderful thing. But I hope that you realize unless we locate Eva in a hurry, there's going to be a lot more damage done than just to your husband's reputation.
Sisterly love. You think that is what I feel for Eva? As far back as I can remember, we've hated each other. My only regret is that she was not killed in Berlin.
Then we have your promise that you will communicate with us at once if she contacts you again.
Yes, at once. And rest assured, gentlemen, It will be a happy day for me when I can turn my dear sister over to you.
Well, that sounds like quite a surprise party you ran into last night, Mitchell.
Yeah, it was, Olson. And, of course, the biggest surprise was finding out that Mrs. Minescu is Eva Loesch's sister. Incidentally, what information have you got on the Minescus?
Well, he seems to be our white hope in local politics around here right now. He's very pro-United States. As to their background, George and his wife Denise apparently were anti-Nazi right from the start, which must have made it a little tough on them in Germany.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I believe they were married just before the fall of Berlin and managed to get out of the country. Would you like to meet George Minescu, Mitchell?
Yeah, I would. Can you arrange it?
I'm playing golf with him in an hour. Why don't you come along?
It's a deal. Let's go. That last shot of yours was a honey, Mr. Minescu. Looks like you're only about 2 feet from the pin.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mitchell. But I wish you to know that from now on I believe nothing you say.
Oh?
When the three of us started this game, you were full of apologies about your bad golf. We are now approaching the 7th green, and you are 3 strokes over par.
Yes, I'm afraid Mitchell makes most of his apologies before he makes his bet.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying to get good odds.
Indeed you cannot. Well, here we are, gentlemen. And I must say this is the part of golf I enjoy the most.
Putting?
Yes.
Well, it's the part of the game that pays off.
Perhaps it is because putting is so helpful to me.
How so, Minescu?
Well, I practice it constantly, even when I'm at home. Particularly when I'm thinking about something, putting relaxes me, helps me to think clearly. Mr. Olson, I believe you are your putt.
Oh, sorry. Downhill putt, too. That's the kind I don't like.
Well, in your case, practice sure pays off, Mr. Minescu. Your putting is very sharp.
Oh, thank you.
Too bad, Olson. Rimmed the cup on you, huh?
Yeah. Well, that gives me a 6.
Well, looks like I'm next. Little break to the right, it looks like.
Not quite as much as it looks.
Thanks for the tip.
Nice putt.
I had good advice.
Maybe you can return it sometime.
Be glad to, except I don't think you'll need any on this putt of yours. Can't be more than 2 feet.
Well, I need this for my par.
This is a lot more pleasant way to spend time than roosting behind a desk.
Yeah, but it isn't helping us find Eva Loesch. Missed. I'm sorry, Mr. Minescu. I didn't realize you were set to putt, or I would have kept still.
Oh, that's quite all right, Mr. Mitchell. Your voice did not bother me. I don't know what went wrong.
Well, it looked like you tightened up all of a sudden.
Yes. Well, it is no matter. Come, the next tee is right over there.
I'm really sorry about that, Minescu.
Oh, but I assure you, I was not even aware you were talking, Mitchell. For the life of me, I can't understand why I should miss a 2-foot putt. But that is what makes the game of golf so unpredictable, I suppose.
I think they call it the human element.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, let's see. I believe you're still up, Minescu.
Oh, yes.
You know, Steve, it seems to me that you raised your voice a little when you mentioned the name Eva Loesch.
Did I? Wait, we mustn't rattle Minescu anymore. He's ready to drive.
Oh, miserable.
Yeah, quite a slice.
I must have cut across the ball. Gentlemen, I hate to say this, but I seem to have a headache. I wonder if perhaps you would excuse me from continuing with our match.
Sure, matter of fact, I've had enough. How about you, Olson?
Sure, anytime. We can cut back towards the clubhouse through this grove of trees.
Oh, please, I don't want to spoil your game. Why don't the two of you continue?
No, it seems to be getting a little too warm for comfort anyway. Olson!
Mitchell, he's been shot right through the head.
Quick, Minescu. Let's get into that grove of trees. I think it'll be a little safer there.
But where did the shot come from?
Who knows? Here, in here. It was from a rifle, which means the sniper could be behind 100 different trees and bushes on the golf course.
But I do not understand why anyone would want to kill Olson. He had no enemies.
That's what I was thinking, Minescu, and it gives rise to a few assorted, interesting thoughts.
What do you mean?
Maybe that bullet was meant for somebody else.
Somebody else? Do you mean yourself?
Yeah, maybe me. Or maybe you, Minescu.
Steve Mitchell will continue his dangerous assignment in just a moment.
Folks, I'd like to have you meet a good friend of mine and a prominent member of a fine little organization known as the Chicago White Sox, Mr. Lucius Benjamin Affleck.
Ooh, Ed, don't say it like that. Who ever heard of a ball player named Lucius? What if I went around calling you Paul Edward Prentice? Let's just make it Ed and Luke, huh?
All right, Luke. Say, just how long have you been with the White Sox?
Over 20 years, Ed. Golly, I played in darn near 2,500 games. Been at bat almost 9,000 times. Man, I'm from way back.
Well, Luke, you don't look it. How do you keep up the pace, anyway?
Well, Ed, I sleep good. I eat good. I eat mighty good. Wheaties about 4 mornings a week. Those little old flakes put a lot of snap, even in an old-timer like me. Must be because they're 100% whole wheat. I sure like Wheaties and milk and fruit.
You know, Luke, that's exactly what I hear from a lot of ball players and plenty of other people, too. No wonder they call Wheaties the breakfast of champions.
Thank you, Ed Prentice and Luke Appling. And as for a breakfast of champions, friends, sure, they're for men who go to bat for a living, but confidentially, they're for us, too. You and me. We need whole wheat energy, same as the champions who play ball for their paychecks. Don't forget your own breakfast of champions. Wheaties. Get yours.
Now back to Dangerous Assignment and Steve Mitchell.
Mitchell, I have been expecting you.
You uncovered anything new, Lieutenant Siegel?
Indeed, I have. You told me that when you mentioned the name Eva Loesch on the golf course earlier today, Manescu reacted visibly.
That's right. I dangled a little bait under his nose, and he snapped at it like an undernourished barracuda.
Ah.
Of course, to be fair to the guy, he probably knows that his wife is Eva's sister. It could have been that.
I am positive it was much more than that.
Oh?
I have done a considerable amount of investigation into Manescu's background, and I am sure it will be of interest to you to learn that in the old Nazi days in Germany, Manescu and Eva Loesch were, shall we say, extremely friendly.
Oh, yeah? Well, that kind of puts a different light on things.
Yeah, indeed it does. After Eva's death, Manescu married her sister Denise and made his escape from Germany with her.
And now Eva's popped up again. You know, that gives rise to an interesting possibility.
Yeah, the possibility that Manescu has been seeing Eva again and knows where she is.
Which means he either has those documents or knows where they are. Well, I've got to hand it to him for the big act he's been putting on about being such a friend of the United States.
If our suspicions of Manescu are correct, one cannot help feeling sorry for his wife, though.
Yeah. It must be a pretty rough spot for Denise if she has any idea what's going on.
Oh, excuse me, please. Lieutenant Segal speaking.
May I speak to Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah, one moment, please. It's for you, Mitchell. The lady in question.
Oh? Hello?
This is Denise Manescu, Mr. Mitchell. Something has come up. I must see you at once.
Okay, I'll be there in about 15 minutes. Well, it could be that Denise is starting to smell a rat, Lieutenant. I'd better get over there and see if it's the same rat I think it is. So, I head for the Manescu's house. Manescu, with a preoccupied look and a putter in his hand, lets me in the front door. Then he disappears into his study. Denise is waiting for me in the living room.
Thank you very much for coming, Mr. Mitchell.
Oh, sure. You said something had come up, Denise?
Yes. First, let me ask you, did you say anything to my husband when he let you in the front door?
No, he looked like he was in another world.
Yes, he seems to be worried about something. I'm afraid I know what it is.
You think maybe he's been seeing Eva Loesch lately?
Yes, I think he has.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. When my sister died, I thought that part of his life was over. It is not a very pleasant thing to realize that you have been married on the rebound, Mr. Mitchell. I told you that...
What's the matter?
Steve, there is someone on the roof of the house next door.
What?
Wait. Whoever it was saw me watching and disappeared.
Come on.
Here, we can go out through these French doors.
Nowhere in sight. Did you recognize him?
All I could see was a trench coat, a slouched hat, and a gun.
Look, you stay here. I'll circle around this house and try to climb up and nab him. I circle around the house next door, and I spot some vines running up the wall. I start climbing, but 10 feet from the ground, I hear a sound that stops me cold. I drop to the ground, run back to Manescu's house. The study window is shattered, and in front of it stands Denise, staring inside, half hysterical. Denise, what happened? Denise!
Too late. I tried to warn him.
Warn who?
Look, in the window.
Manescu, on the floor. Tell me what happened, Denise.
After you went around to the other side of that house, the person came back to the edge of the roof.
That the door to the study?
Yes.
Come on.
Suddenly, I knew what was going to happen. I started running to the study window to warn my husband, but then the shot.
Here we are.
George.
Bullet entered the top of his head. Must have come from the roof, all right. Wait a minute. What's that water glass doing on the floor?
Well, I don't know.
He must have knocked it over as he fell. Well, The man who shot him is probably a few blocks away by now.
Steve, I do not think it was a man.
What do you mean? You told me before the shot that he was wearing a trench coat and a slouch hat.
Yes, but just before the shot, I had a quick look at the face.
A woman?
I think it was my sister, Eva.
A most perplexing case, Mitchell. First, the janitor Joseph Bildner murdered. Second, the American Olson murdered. Third, George Manescu.
Murdered. But at least we know who's behind it all, Eva Loesch. So the big problem is finding her in those documents, Lieutenant. You know, there's one thing I don't get. Why is Eva hanging around town if she already has those documents?
Mitchell, have you considered the possibility that Manescu might have been shot by his wife, Denise?
Sure, I've considered it. She had a motive, too. She knew her husband had been seeing Eva, but there's just one little item that sort of knocks that theory into a cocked hat.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are right. You are referring, of course, to the angle at which the bullet entered Manescu's head.
Yeah, from the top of his head down.
Which would indicate that the bullet was fired from some distance above him. That his wife was out on the terrace at the time, slowly below him. As a matter of fact, below
All
him.
of which brings us back to our friend Eva.
Excuse me, please. Are you Lieutenant Segal of the police?
Yeah.
Then perhaps you would be good enough to tell me what this is all about.
Perhaps you would be good enough to tell me your name and what is all about.
Excuse. I'm Anton. I drive taxicab.
So
today in newspaper stands an advertisement.
Wait a minute. You mean the one about the cab driver who picked up a woman at the plaza last Tuesday night?
Yeah, you put it in?
No. Go on.
I answer the ad. I go to the address. There is policeman there. And over in one corner, a woman sitting with her head in her hands, crying.
That'd be Denise.
So I tell policeman that I picked up a woman last Tuesday night.
Probably Eva Loesch.
I did not know her name. I picked her up at the plaza, and she stayed in my cab only 2 blocks. She kept looking back over her shoulder, and then she made me pull over to the curb and got out. All this I tell policeman. He takes down my address and tells me to come over here to Imperial Bar and report to you.
Very well. Thank you for your information. You may go now.
Go, he says. Still, nobody tells me what this is all about.
Well, that was a big bunch of nothing.
Mitchell, this case is giving me a headache. Murders, stolen documents, political intrigue. And every time we think we have a fresh lead, it disappears into thin air. Poof! Oh.
Hey, watch it.
Yeah, it would appear my gestures are a little too much. Waiter!
Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Look, Siegel, you knocked the glass off the table just now, and it broke.
This is not a very profound observation, Mitchell.
But I found the glass lying on its side in Manescu's study after he got shot, and that glass wasn't broken. Yet the table there is about the same height as the table here.
What are you getting at?
Manescu's glass wasn't knocked off the table. It was placed on the floor.
So?
So we've been a couple of prize jugheads.
I still do not understand what...
The whole thing has just fallen into place, Lieutenant. There's just one big thing wrong right now.
What do you mean?
I mean we could be just about 5 minutes too late.
Mitchell, there's the cab driver's house just ahead.
Okay, let's stop here, Lieutenant. We'll circle around to the back of the house. He probably keeps his cab there.
Mitchell, I still do not understand why this taxi cab is suddenly so important to us.
Look, remember what that cab driver said? When he picked up Eva after she'd killed that janitor, she only stayed in his cab a few minutes, then got out.
Yeah, she hid the documents there. That is why she had Denise put that ad in the paper. She wanted to find that taxi cab driver.
That's right. Wait. Yeah, there's the cab in that little lean-to back of the house. Okay, let's take it as quiet as we can now.
Mitchell, a flashlight. Someone is in that cab.
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. Come on.
Oh?
Found those documents yet?
Denise Manescu.
No, Eva Loesch, Lieutenant. It's one and the same person.
What?
No, that's a lie.
Save it, Eva. The real Denise got killed in the Berlin Blitz, didn't she?
No.
You figured it'd be a neat scheme if people thought it was you who were killed. You posed as Denise, married Manescu, and got out of town.
Lies. All of them lies.
I guess Manescu was the right guy after all. He probably figured you'd reformed when he found out that you hadn't. You were afraid he'd expose you. You tried for him once on the golf course and got Olson instead. Then you rigged this little scheme for my benefit at your house this afternoon and killed him.
Mitchell, watch out.
Yeah, I see the gun. Your aim isn't as hot as it was, Eva. Drop it. That's better. And thanks for giving us the one piece of evidence we needed, this gun of yours. 5 will get you 10. We can prove that the slug that killed your husband came from this gun.
I will kill you.
Temper.
Mitchell.
Yeah?
This is all very nice, but there's one thing that we may have difficulty in proving.
What's that?
The angle of elevation of the bullet that killed Manescu.
That's right.
How could it have been fired by Ava here, who was standing on the ground outside the window?
That brings us back to the empty water glass, which was lying on its side on the floor in Manescu's study. I should have figured it sooner.
Figured what?
Look, when Manescu let me in the front door, he had a putter in his hand. He'd already told me that he practiced putting at home whenever he had a problem. And along about then, he had a big problem. What to do about Eva.
Putting?
Yeah. How do you go about putting a golf ball, Lieutenant?
Why, one takes the club in his hand, bends over the ball, and...
You can stop right there. That's what Manesco was doing. That's why the bullet entered the top of his head. Right, Eva?
I have nothing to say.
You don't have to. You know, you never want to underestimate anybody's golf game, Eva. You probably thought your husband's putting practice was a big joke. Well, maybe you were right. Yeah, I guess you could call it a joke. A real funny one. It'll kill you.
Well, we certainly enjoyed that assignment, Brian. Your usual sterling performance.
Thank you, Frank. I had an extra bowl full of Wheaties this morning. Maybe that helped.
Well, I'm sure it did, Brian. But seriously, you know, Wheaties can make a difference.
Oh, I agree. Less of a letdown.
Oh, more of the old up and at 'em.
That's right, but I have something to confess, Frank.
You have what?
The real reason I eat Wheaties is I like them.
Well, good for you. Best reason in the world. It's fine, the whole wheat, vitamins and minerals and proteins in Wheaties. But it's just the plain goodness you go for, huh?
That's right, Frank.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the words of an honest man. Get your Wheaties tomorrow. Work better all morning for it. But most of all, eat 'em because you like 'em. Right, Brian Donlevy?
Right, Frank. Good night.
Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell, is written by Bob Reif with music by Basil Adlam, conducted by Ralph Hollenbeck, and is produced and directed by Bill Karn. Join us again next Wednesday when Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell embarks on another dangerous assignment.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen Thursday, that's tomorrow night, to Sarah Berner in Sarah's Private Caper on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
Next, listen for The Falcon on NBC.